Okay, so we are going to try to get, this is the last trophy I need for the platinum, and the information I was finding online was confusing. Now that I know what to do, it's pretty simple, but the last one I need is, there are several Astro Pins here that say you have to sell 30 cans of yummy soup, and I think the highest one is 50. Let's see, it's down here, this one. No? Well, one in here somewhere. You have to sell 50. That one. So, basically, you get that one, should be able to get all the other ones, but this one was confusing because the game will tell you you've sold a yummy soup, but maybe it's too good. So what you're looking for is one that's good but not too good. I found that this level is the best for it. It's smaller, so you can get more ingredients together. You can make a base, and should be pretty quick. So got Sudak, and I've already, just on my lunch hour break today, made a factory and started stockpiling soups for when it's time to go. So we're going to continue. Oh, that's the other thing. You definitely have to do it on the main missions. You can't, it has to be a conquest mode. It cannot be in the simulator. So that might be, well, that was one thing I was doing wrong. I was trying to do everything in the soup simulator, and it's not working. So you can see I got tons of soup here ready to go. These are all the vines. I made a farm over here, and it's just pretty simple. You just knock the vines down. It will usually make 2 ingredients. You just leave one on the ground and then plant the other one. Now what you're waiting for is near the bottom of the screen, there will be a scroll, kind of like a news flash, that will talk about a certain ingredient. And from what I was seeing online, people were saying it needed to be blue, have a blue background. And when I've been playing this one, it's already come up twice, and both times it has been a yellow background, or kind of an orange one. And I think that was the issue. Basically, they talked about these vines, and when you first start this stage, this is just all the way over to the right side, and you can knock down, there's like a little pumpkin enemies, and you can knock down the vines and then plant them. And they seem to grow really fast. So I think, as far as I know, it's just a waiting game at this point for I don't know if there's a way to trigger the news flash. I don't know if it comes up every few days. When I first started grinding it on this stage, originally at the end of the game, I had 11, and once I figured out what to do, and it was coming up with the tomato soup, I kind of quickly threw that together, and I got up to, I think, about 26 right now. So I know as soon as that scroll happens, I'm just going to go up here and start shipping all of this, and it should get me there in no time. But I think the waiting part, and one other thing to be careful of is you don't want the competitor to outsell you. So you might have to send off some of the soup you're making just to kind of keep up. To be safe, I would say to maybe want to keep around a 25% share. So like right now, they're shipping 2. Yeah, so this is going to drop me down to 15%. So I'll just go ahead and ship 2 off really quick. Just kind of keep it going, because you definitely don't want them to get ahead of you. Otherwise you lose, and you lose all the progress. You just got to kind of keep an eye on that. The enemies attack every few days here. It's not too bad. You just got to make sure that they do not destroy your office or wreck anything that you are really using. Yeah, see, these have that orange background, and it's giving me 10%, which 10% is too much for some reason. Yeah, I'm still at 26. I'm not sure why those don't count. And I'm also not sure if these vines, if they kind of spread on their own or not. It's possible. I know like some of the mushrooms, I've seen them do that, where if you leave a mushroom alone somewhere, they'll just kind of spread. They definitely grow really fast. And I think having the oxygen around, so those oxygen flowers up above, I had planted all around here to kind of spread it. And I guess it just stays there, even if the plant's gone. Most likely the issue, if you're running into an issue with this, you are overthinking it, because that's what I was doing. I was overthinking it. Don't want to leave any ingredients on the ground because they decay. So I'm hoping that the little news flash thing pops up pretty quickly in the day, so I have enough time to send all those off. I should probably make more soup rockets just to be safe. You really want to maximize that. I mean, I'd have to wait. Go ahead and ship another one so we can keep it around 25%. Okay, here comes the memory. So with the setup that I have right now, I've noticed that these enemies that come in, they tend to spawn down below. Get them with the shotgun. Spawn right there and then they drop down, but they can still cause trouble because they will attack the office. You definitely don't want them to do that. But otherwise they seem to do this kind of thing. So. Yeah, they'll try to go up there and then they fall down. Pretty short work of them. This has been, it's a fun game, but it's also very weird. I wouldn't say it's the weirdest game I've ever played. So I just keep knocking vines down, picking up the ingredient, jumping up so I'm near that little dirt ceiling that I made. And on PS4, you press left on the D-pad to plant whatever you're holding, and it just sticks it right into the roof. As far as I know, this dog Ben will replace the ingredient, but it seems like it only works on the ground. At least I haven't figured out how to do something like this to keep these going. You'll have another one, Clarence. He'll just kind of move along and pick up ingredients. So if you make like a little farming area, usually they're pretty good for automation. But otherwise, there's still some work that needs to be done here. I have a terrible time hitting this vine. I'm not jumping high enough. Kind of don't want to hit these guys if I can avoid it. I don't know if like if they heal, how they heal. I'm sure you could damage them enough that they break, and then you'd probably have to buy new ones. Let's see. Don't drop that. Okay, almost made a mistake here. Hopefully that one that they're shipping now is only 5%. Otherwise, really you have till the end of the day anyway, but I feel like the day's going to end here. And if the rocket was not quick enough and the competition has 100% of the market share by the end of the day, you will lose. It's easy to get distracted. It's happened to me so many times. So we got one in. And I think what was happening to me when I was playing through Conquest mode was I was just throwing together the quickest ingredients and just kind of flooding the market with it, and it worked. Even if the soup was bad, as long as it wasn't taking percentage points away, which I have seen, it's possible to be that bad. But if it's not doing that and it's always going up, for some reason I believe I saw 3%. I mean, 3% is something, so you can still claim a majority of the market that way. Just trying to make sure that's not the 10% one. It looks like it is. Okay, so this is a bad one, but that's what you're looking for, that little news report. And right now it's red. So what I'm not sure of is if it will change the thing that was good, the thing that was 10% before, if after the news report. Oh, that's 5. I'll put a couple of those in. Okay. So we're being attacked, and these guys come down as little UFOs, and they will drop a missile, and they're usually pretty high up, so they're hard to hit. Put some more shot towers in. I didn't want that. Didn't want that. Let me get this out of here. Huh. Looks like the towers are doing a good job. I was trying to rush to get those towers set up, and I ended up hitting the button past what I intended. Bought a hoverboard, and I didn't even see which robot I bought. I bought the soup one? I bought the ingredient one, didn't I? I know. I guess do that too. Just gonna maybe have him live over here. That's good. We're still under attack. Oh, there it is. Oh man. And I'm not sure if there's something with the way I've made my factory here, but these enemies seem to kind of stream in really slowly, like come in one at a time. I can't tell if it's maybe they're up there somewhere stuck on something. Oh, it's really weird. Now, this is definitely something I wish I knew when I was going through the main game. I would have paid a little more attention to it, and if it had said anything in the game about it, I didn't give it, I guess, the weight that it deserved. Or I, saw that you want to go for the best ingredient possible. And the weird thing was, for some reason, I believed that the best one was the one that sold for the most money because that seemed to make the most sense. And that's not how this game works. Even with the ingredients, like, it's the combinations are not necessarily that the thing is rare, other than maybe, like, for instance, like, two things combined will have a wildly different value than like two separate things than one thing together. I guess that just comes down to flavor palettes. On Alien Worlds, though, why did they exchange that? Usually when they get an ingredient, they will just run straight to a soup machine, but sometimes they'll drop one for another one. I don't want that space. Alright, looks like it's time to send some more. I guess I didn't really know how long this would take. That's the other thing. Had I known, anytime I saw that little blue news report, I would have known to get on that and send that suit. I never would have imagined this would be the one holding me up. I thought maybe some of the other ones seemed way more grindy for some reason. Just when I was reading the description. And again, that's because I didn't understand this fully. Pay attention to that and see, is that actually making it? It is going up still. 5% per can. These vines seem to be a really good one here. And I don't know, I've only seen them over on this far right side. So I don't know if there's other ones down underground somewhere. In fact, I think I haven't really... I thought there was a few more up there, but I guess not. So I don't know. Get the general idea here. Build a factory that kind of looks like this, and probably better to kind of diversify the ingredients. But you want to hold on to them and only ship them when it has that blue background and you're getting 8% because those ones count. And I believe you could go over the 100% market share and it wouldn't hurt you any. It should still count. So once you see that, you just ship every soup you have and should get that Astro Pin. This weird game. It's not letting me plant it there. There we go.